Who Murdered Hae Min Lee by Hunter Harris. The Serial podcast is hosted by Sarah Koenig, and it is about a man named Adnan Syed who, at 17 years old, allegedly murdered his ex-girlfriend, Hae Min Lee, in 1999. The case against Syed involves the 21 minutes after school he cannot account for. It is believed that sometime in these 21 minutes, Hae Min Lee was murdered, and Syed has no alibi for these 21 minutes. Why Koenig chose this case. Sarah Koenig received an email about the Adnan Syed case from one of Adnan's high school friends, Rabia. Rabia asked if Sarah could look into the case, so she started digging and it sparked her interest. How did Serial become so popular? One reason that this podcast was such a success is because it is about a high school murder mystery. Another reason could be because of the host, Sarah Koenig. She put in tremendous amounts of effort to follow every lead she could get her hands on. Jay had known Syed since elementary school, and the two friends often smoked weed together. Jay helped Syed on the day of the murder by driving Syed's car around for him and picking it up after he killed Hae, according to Jay's story. Asia McLean claims to have seen Adnan Syed in the library at the time Hae Min Lee was reported to be killed. The first reason supporting this is that Jay is not trustworthy because of how much his story changes. The first thing that changes is that in his first interview he said that he and Adnan went to the Westview Mall, but in his second interview he tells the detectives they went to Security Square Mall. Now this could just be a little misunderstanding, but this is where the change starts. In the first interview, Jay states that at 3:40 p.m. Adnan tells him to meet him by Edmondson Avenue, but in his second interview Jay says that at 3:35 Adnan calls Jay and tells him to meet him at Best Buy at 3:40, where Adnan shows him Hae's body in the trunk of her car. Jay confessed in his interviews that he helped Adnan bury the body and ditch Lee's car. If Jay helped to hide the body and cover the crime, he could have alerted the authorities of what was going to happen or even what happened. Instead, he kept this to himself until police found out. What I'm getting at is that Jay played a bigger role in the murder than he says he did. One reason Jay could have for committing the murder is that Lee knew something that could get Jay in serious trouble, resulting in him killing her. Jay is not innocent and should not be overlooked so easily. Jay is guilty for the murder of Hae Min Lee, but was overlooked during the trial. He lied on multiple occasions about his actions during that day because he was trying to cover up what really happened.